Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selection for Friday, the 27th of May. But first, a very quick recap on Thursday's performance. Well, the first selection was the 22 to 1 horse that ran a decent race. It was first four, but I think it came seventh, but it was only a couple of lengths off of fourth place. So potentially nearly a very nice start. But then the second horse won. If you got the early price, which I did when I put my bet on, it was 9 to 1. Well, this horse was back down right into 4 to 1. Caius Chorister. Well, it always looked like winning, but the jockey never looked like you were particularly riding it out. So, but anyway, forget that. It won at 9 to 1, return 4 to 1. The third selection was a non-runner, unfortunately, and then the final selection was a very good second. It came to win the race, but was beaten by the better horse on the day. The total stake was £20. I had £31 return. So on to Friday selections. If I'm being honest, it's absolute garbage racing, especially for each-way punters. You've got lots of 8-runner races with a chance that they can be reduced to 7 runners, therefore only paying out on the first 2. So basically, I've chose 2 horses tomorrow. I've had 2 £3 each way singles and a £4 each way double. It comes to a total of £12. So let's get into it. The first selection is Atacama Desert, or Desert, whichever. In the 6.25 at Haydock, paying 6 places instead of 4. Well, this horse came from Michael Stout's stable, part of the Niarchos family. It was one of their horses, very well bred. Didn't progress as much as they thought. It only had 1 run with Michael Stout. Well, there's a full sister to this horse, and what it did, it progressed over. Every time they stepped up in distance, it seemed to progress. Well, this horse, it's at about, I think it's 1 mile 3.5 furlong tomorrow, basically 1 mile 4 furlong. It will appreciate this test. I think it's been brought along. I can't speak. I think it's been brought along very gradually. It was when it went to this stable. It was, I think it's Kevin Frost. When it went to this stable, it was ran down the field at Kempton towards the bike, made progress, and then it ran okay on its debut on its seasonal debut when it came second, ridden by Jack Mitchell. Today, it's ridden by Freddie Mitchell I think it's an amateur jockeys race. Well, this guy isn't claiming any, so he's one of the more experienced and has ridden enough winners to not be able to claim its weight allowance. So I think it's a decent jockey. I think it's overpriced at 9 to 1. Shouldn't be that big for a decent jockey. A horse that I think it will improve. One of the better horses in the race, and paying 6 places instead of 4. I think it's got a cracking chance. So that's the first selection. The second selection is Ginger Jam at 12 to 1. And I believe this horse cannot be bigger than 12 to 1 come race day. So I've taken the prices on both of them, but especially Ginger Jam. Can't see it being 12 to 1. It's by Nigel Tinkler. It's in the 9 o'clock at Pontefract, paying 4 places instead of 3. Personally, I just think this horse is better than these. Whether it's in quite its best form, it could be heading in that direction. But I think it's head and shoulders above these. Last year, it was competing in races far better than this. Racing against horses like Joal, who regular runs at York in Class 2 races. Yeah, I think this is a Class 4 tomorrow. I think if it's heading in the right direction form-wise, I think personally it's got to have a cracking chance. Paying first 4, yeah. So there's my 2 horses for tomorrow. 2 £3 each way singles and a £4 each way double. There aren't 4 horses for me to put in a lucky 15, so I'm not going to pick 2 for the sake of it. So fingers crossed that there'll be better races to choose from Saturday. I fully anticipate they will do, but with 2 horses, the each way double. If we get an each way double, it's 500. It's over 500 quid for the win double. So fingers crossed. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters over and out. Cheers, mate.